100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you.
Well, unfortunately, Coach, they had to close the roof tonight due to thunderstorms in the vicinity. But the good news, we are bone dry underneath that roof and set for football here in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. His first carry of the game, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll try and get it with Geis. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they try the right side here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, 67 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. Go right in.
Watch it, oh, you got deep?
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott yet again. Hunter Henry brings it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's complete. Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On first down, this is Geis. Oh, fighting off the defender. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, Love. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. There's Prescott. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield, and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. To throw is Prescott. Out to his left. And it's caught. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Kill. Hey, come on now, come on now.
Prescott down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Jackson able to find his running back, Geis. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
they'll run with Love. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Redskins, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charleston...
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win.